to Coffee with Founders with me, Sakshi Bakshi, as your host. And I have two guests today who need no introduction, but they definitely do deserve one. So, first of all, I have a stunning actress with me here. She's a nonconformist, a vocal feminist, and has acted in various critically acclaimed hits such as Section 375. And she's going to come out in a very interesting series near recent now. I think it's Kamathipura on Amazon Prime. So please welcome Meera Chopra to the show. So glad to have you here.
Thank you, Sakshi. It was such a nice introduction.
Well, I'm glad you like it. See, I prepared a lot for it.
Good, you better.
And in fact, our next guest, I don't want to introduce him without him here though, but he's stuck on a call. He's a very busy actor, unfortunately. So, too many multiple responsibilities.
Too many women.
Too many women. So many people calling him. No time no time for the show. But he's joining us soon. So just wait and watch. So Meera, I'll hold off on his intro, but I'll start with you first. I just wanted to talk about, of course, the movies that you've done recently. So of course you acted in Section 375, which was very well received by the audience, by the public. And you had a very tough role in that one. You acted as a rape victim. And I know to prepare for that role, you spoke to several rape victims as well. How was the experience?
Experience doing a movie was wonderful because it was very enriching. I think every time you do something difficult, you become a better person in your personal life.
Mm-hmm.
But meeting rape victims was a very heart-wrenching experience because they all have gone through something which is terrible. I think no girl deserves to go through that.
Exactly.
And after that, it's a stigma on them only, which society puts on them. It's a taboo if a girl is going through rape.
Yeah.
They go through difficult times from everywhere, from a society, from their families. Like so many rape victims said that their families have stopped talking to them, their friends have abandoned them. So I think that is a very difficult thing when these women, they need support.
True.
They need motivation.
Exactly.
Yeah, they don't get that. But on a hindsight, they become fighters. They become very brave because they know they are all alone. They have to fight their battle all by themselves.
Mentally, they are very strong.
So ऐसे औरतों को मिलके तुम खुद बहुत brave हो जाते हो.
And they give you so much courage. Like every day we are thinking about so many trivial issues, and then you're like, so many other.
I think Arjan just joined.
Yeah, he's just joined. Just waiting for him to unmute and show his video. Oh well, we can see you, Arjan.
Hi, hello.
Welcome to the show, Arjan. So I didn't want to give your intro before you joined. So let me please introduce this famous actor who does not need any introduction. So he's, of course, an accomplished actor. He's acted in several hits such as Guru, Passion, recently Kabir Singh. And when not acting, you can find him practicing his moves on you, his martial art moves. So welcome, Arjan, to the show.
I thought some other moves.
Yeah, maybe both, right?
In the lockdown, you can't have any other moves.
I know. So sad, Arjan. How are you surviving?
Right.
How are you doing though? How are you surviving this quarantine?
Well, like everybody else, cooking, cleaning, mopping, washing, doing dishes, in between doing interviews like this,
So keeping life interesting still.
Trying to. And not losing your sanity. That's the best part.
Yeah.
Not trying to go crazy completely.
Yeah. But in fact, that's what the interesting thing was. Like, I saw his, if I'm not sure if anyone's seen it, but you should see all his exercise videos. He's been so innovative with his exercise. Like he's using home furniture. You can see him pulling up a sofa. You can see him practicing with chairs. So great innovation on that front.
It's, what do you say? Necessity is the mother of all inventions, right?
Exactly.
There you go. The gyms are shut. I don't have any equipment at home to work out with. So I have been looking at my furniture every day. Ki aur kya utha sakta hu.
And he's quite a gym freak. He's he's
Yeah,
very
I
regular
work
in
out
his
quite a
workout.
bit, yes.
So everybody
Yeah.
who's very regular and they are very they are used to working out. For them, home is the only thing.
वो
या
Yeah,
तो
yeah.
बर्तन उठा लो या तो फर्नीचर उठा लो.
अब हाँ लड़कियां उठाने को नहीं है ना कैसे उठ के but so interesting to have both of you here. In fact, it's so the best thing is, and such a coincidence that both of you, in fact, started your careers from the south. And Arjun, you came in several hit movies. Yeah, you had like lead roles in so many Telugu movies.
Yeah.
So, how was it a planned thing that you wanted to start from the south and then go to
No.
Bollywood, or it happened just spontaneously?
No, not at all. It actually happened by chance. I mean, obviously, I was not looking forward to start from South as such. But considering when I was, when everybody around me was like, मैं ये साउथ की फिल्म कर रहा हूँ, मैं ये साउथ की फिल्म कर रहा हूँ, so I was like, मुझे भी करनी चाहिए यार, सब लोग कर रहे हैं, मैं क्यों नहीं कर रहा हूँ? And then I did get a chance to meet a director who had come to Bombay, and he was, kind of looking for a imported boy, the imported boy.
Imported boy, yeah. They liked your good looks, your fair look.
नहीं वो मोर सो मेरा नाक लंबा है, मेरी आंखें हरी है, मैं बहुत पंजाबी दिखता हूँ, तो इसलिए मैंने उनको बोला, मैंने कहा सर मेरी तो शक्ल भी नहीं है बिल्कुल भी वैसी कि जिस तरह का an actor you would like to cast. And they were like, no, don't worry. And I said, I don't even know the language, but luckily when you have the intentions right, it's actually everything starts falling into place. That's what I believe in. Well begun is half done, like they say, and your intentions have to be right for things to start. You put in all your positive, good energies into it, and things fall into place. So, not knowing the language, not exactly looking like a native Telugu guy, by chance happened to meet a director from South, and the film was huge. It was a huge hit, and it's a very nice anecdote I'd like to share. That first day they said there's a Muhurat in Annapurna Studios in Andhra, in Hyderabad. ठीक है चलो यार अच्छा मुहूर्त हो रहा है, फिल्म का पहली फिल्म का मुहूर्त हो रहा है, एंड मैं तैयार हो रहा हूँ, मेकअप कर रहे हैं, तो उन्होंने मुझे लाके 2 लाइंस दे दी तेलुगु में. उससे पहले मेरे को मतलब ए भी नहीं आता तेलुगु का, और
बोलनी थी.
बोलनी थी.
मैं सुन वही तो बोल रहा हूँ. तो मैंने कहा चलो ठीक है यार, ये मतलब 2 लाइनें इतना तो रट ही लेंगे किसी भी तरह से. फिर भी मेरी थोड़ी सी मेटिकुलस आदत है कि एक एक वर्ड को समझना, उसको हिंदी में लिखना ताकि आप प्रोनाउंस करेक्ट तरीके से कर सके. All of those things I put in a little bit of hard work. I learned. I was fluent. The moment they say action, the camera goes on, I forget everything. See, I can't even begin to tell you. It was so embarrassing.
Yeah.
Because मैंने क्या बोला क्या नहीं बोला मुझे कुछ नहीं पता. I mean, I wanted to dig the ground and dive into it.
Yeah.
But the saving grace was कि मैंने बहुत whisper किया. Everybody thought इसने कुछ तो बोला, and everybody clapped like they clap in a Muhurat shot. तब जान में जाना है थोड़ी सी. अगर उसके बाद पिकअप कर ली और फिर मैंने कोशिश की कि maximum. Huh?
Now you can speak Telugu.
I understand quite a bit, but
can you hear 2 lines?
I'm sure you can't speak. Can you speak Telugu?
Yeah, నాకు బాగా అర్థమైంది తెలుగు. మీరు చెప్పండి.
Oh wow. Wow.
That's real talent. Real talent.
Real talent. That's yes, as an actor, he's immersed himself in the like the films that he's been doing. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, that was my first Telugu experience, but I love it. It's home for me. I love Hyderabad. I love Telugu industry. I have done 10 films over there. Out of it's like 4 or 5 are bona fide super hit films. The kind of love and affection and respect you get when you go to Hyderabad is unbelievable.
Unbelievable, yeah.
And I know everybody over there, all the actors, all the industry people, everybody's a friend of mine. And most of the time, what used to happen was that, like Meera has done few films in South. Meera is a friend of mine. There are other, heroines who are working in Telugu. So everybody's like, I have known them since कोई modeling करता था, कोई कुछ करता था, किसी ने music videos की. I very well remember. Bhumika Chawla and me had gone for an audition together way back before we started doing Telugu films. And now when I meet Bhumika was so big in Telugu, And now when I meet Bhumika, I'm like, remember we had gone to that Lokhandwala 3rd Cross Lane for that audition one day. And she says, yeah, man, that was like some eons ago. So that way I knew everybody.
Yeah.
And in Telugu, Sakshi, everybody in Hyderabad used to wonder, ये कैसे सब लड़कियों को जानता है, जितनी लड़कियां जाती है इसको सब जानती होती है कैसे? But they didn't realize they were all my friends from Bombay in some form or the other, you know.
Yeah. All those girls had definitely fallen for you. They were like, but
They're all my friends, I must say. And
okay.
the best part is that I have very, very long-standing friendships.
Just
for
imagine
years.
one good-looking Punjabi guy.
Huh?
Sorry.
Now we can see you.
I said, just imagine one good-looking Punjabi guy going to a Telugu industry.
Right.
Meera,
And obviously every girl's gonna know him.
Yeah, I'm sure that way even you must have been very, very popular. You've acted in so many Telugu and Tamil movies as well.
Tamil, I just did one. That was last year. In fact, very lucky to have been a part of that film because it was a huge film and it became a pretty big hit. It's about 280 crores business in India.
Oh, wow.
It's called Bigil. Atlee Kumar was a director, Atlee sir directed, and Vijay sir was there, Vijay sir, Nayantara. Jackie sir was also there, Jackie Shroff was playing a part.
Oh, wow. Okay,
Yeah.
great. I have another movie to add to my watch list now during this quarantine.
Meera, what are you doing? Are you doing makeup or what are you doing with that brush since so long?
I just did makeup before I came. Okay, before I came to this.
She's
So
showing
why are you
us.
still doing it? I think we're on to the interview. Why
It's obvious, but yeah, you can show us doing your makeup routine also. We don't mind.
Oh God.
But it's interesting, like how you're talking about the industry, saying, it's of course a very tough industry to be in, and it's not easy to crack it. I mean, and of course, the biggest word in the industry, or how Bollywood is associated is nepotism. Like, you have to be a star daughter, or at least have some sugar daddy in the industry to succeed. So, I mean, of course, that part is there. But I think it's definitely hard work, definitely pays off. You can crack it through various other ways. But do you think that there is, because people have been sensitized to the word of nepotism, like the industry is also slowly changing?
Nepotism. Me and Arjan always have this conversation. Every time we speak we end up having this conversation. This word is there because the reality exists. There is huge nepotism in the industry. You will see a lot of talented people losing out roles because somebody's daughter or somebody's son is getting that role. So I strongly believe it's there, and it's gonna be there forever. And
but Meera, I'll tell you what. Sorry, I'm interrupting you in between. That could be the case, Sakshi. Nepotism or whatever word you call it, easy access, easily the doors open for you. There is no doubt about it. It does, and it very well does. If you have a tag name attached to yourself, your lookout is different. You are considered to be somebody who has to be a part of it. You are considered to be somebody who knows it all, even if you don't. You have to be somebody who is कि इसके अंदर तो है ही जो भी है टैलेंट, मतलब इसका सब कुछ ही ठीक है, आपकी सारी चीजें जो है वो प्लस में हो जाती हैं. Whereas when you come from outside, obviously you have to keep proving yourself over and over again.
You have to keep proving yourself, and it might take years to do that.
Yeah, that's true. But at the same time, I would still say, contradicting to all that we have just said, ultimately it boils down to whether the audience wants to see you or they don't want to see you. It's as simple.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can be whoever. You can be an outsider. You can be somebody from the industry. You can be a part of nepotism, whatever it is.
Whatever it is.
Ultimately, if the audience likes you, they will like you. If the audience doesn't like you, you can be whoever, how much ever hard you try, how much ever easy access you have, how much ever on the platter you get things. Nobody really gives a damn, because people are just happy seeing somebody on screen who they like, not where he comes from. That's the most important.
I think in the end, it all boils down to talent. It's just that we might have it a little difficult to get it, and if somebody's son or daughter, they might have an easy access.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But
easy access is where it stops.
Yeah.
After that, I mean, there are so many examples you can say of people who are a part of the industry coming from very, very elaborate backgrounds, but
they are nowhere.
Exactly.
nowhere in
Exactly.
sense. Yeah, but in sense, nobody really is interested in launching them as the next big thing.
True.
Whereas you see the biggest superstars that we've always had in the industry have been always outside.
Yeah. No, and you'll always see, like, you'll be given one chance or two chances if you say you're someone's son or daughter. But after that, you have to prove your mettle. Like, you have to have good acting capability.
Yeah.
Like, otherwise, it's impossible to survive in the industry.
No, sometimes what happens is you're given more than 1, 2, 3, 4 chances till the time you really make it.
Would you like to name anyone?
No. Everybody knows. I don't need to say it. People who will be watching it, people who are watching this stream live, they will know it. What I'm talking about.
Nepotism definitely exists, and it's good. Like, so many people are now coming out and speaking about it. Like, I think Kangna was, one of the very.
We should thank Kangana for that.
Yeah. So definitely, like, going and talking about it. But another thing I wanted to talk about the industry was, of course, how everyone, like, at least women are not on par with, like, men compared to in the industry, right? Because
why?
I mean, at least what we've heard from, say, the casting couch or whatever it is. I mean, it exists for both sides, but definitely I thought
All
like,
fars.
huh?
All fars, darling. I'll tell you what. If you say there is casting couch for men and women, and casting couch will get you work, it doesn't. Secondly, there is nothing called casting couch. Nobody can force you. Nobody can cajole you. Nobody can manipulate you. If you get manipulated, that means you give the liberty to those people to do that to you. Whether it's a man, woman, whoever it is, In today's time and age, I don't think anybody has the guts to exploit anybody unless you give them that kind of freedom to do it.
Yeah.
And that exploitation does not get you anywhere. So it's a myth when people say there is casting couch and this happened and that happened and this one got the film like that and this woman got the film like that. Bullshit. It doesn't exist.
Complete bullshit.
It doesn't happen like that.
Okay.
You might get free
farce,
lunches through casting couch, free dinners, but you will never end up in a movie.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, exactly.
So finally, basically, it's only going to be your hard work or your background will get you in a movie.
I would like to add, it's a very difficult industry. It's not easy to survive. It's not easy to enter. And the competition in cinema is much more than I would say in any other industry. Everybody wants to be in the limelight, but only few can. So because it's so tough, we need to work even more harder to be there. And
see, the thing is, why anybody can enter Meera is because, let's clarify to people when we say that there is so much of competition or anybody can enter, because there is no qualification required. If in any other field, let's say if you are applying for a job in an airline, being a pilot, you have to have a commercial pilot's license. You have to have a certain training for it. You have to pass a test. You have to pass many tests. And those tests will get you a job or they will not get you a job. It's as simple. Here, there is nothing called a test. The test is of your patience, the test is of your perseverance, the test is of your hard work, and that's about it. The test is of your dedication. There is no degree, there is no course, there is no method to it. That's why people from all walks of life, people from different backgrounds, people from different, mindsets, everybody comes here with one aim that mujhe screen ke samne, mujhe camera ke samne screen par aana hai. Everybody has their own mindset. Whoever will come here will apply their own mind to kind of get there. And whose formula will work, you don't know.
Yeah.
Whose formula fits where, you don't know. So considering that this is where this business functions, so people from all walks of life come here, people from different places come here. That's why we say there's so much of competition, because there's no benchmark, there's no entry ticket to it.
True.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does. Like Meera said that we are very tough as actors. People are very tough. By actors, toughness just doesn't mean that we're tough, that we get angry, or you can't mess with me, or you can't, I'm really badass. It's got nothing to do with that. Tough means how much of a control you have on your mind. After all, why actors are tough? Because you go through so much. You go through dejections every day. You go through different emotions every day. You sometimes sleep at home all depressed. Ke mera ye acha nahi hua, wo nahi acha hua. You know, so many times it happens so that if you're on a set and you're not able to do one scene properly, that also affects you. Because you feel that, did I do something wrong? Am I lacking in something? And it happens with the best of people. You know, you have good days and bad days. But to control all of that and not delve deep into it, again, put a game face on and say, let me do it again. Today is the best day again. So to have a mindset like that requires a lot of training and channelizing of your mind. With strength. Which strengthens your mind. And that's why you call it tough. That you don't get moved easily by different things in life. You know how to control it.
True.
You know how to control your speech.
And not many
you know how to
people
control your language.
Not many people can do that. Just 2 days back, I read, and we've been reading that very regularly. Just 2 days back, a TV actress committed suicide, and her last message on Instagram was, "The worst thing is when your dreams die."
Yeah.
So, that's what he means. It's very difficult to hold yourself in this industry. It's not an easy task. And if you do that, you become a very strong person.
Yeah. Well, I'm so thankful that both of you guys have made it. You're both very mentally strong people in this industry. And in fact, I wanted to talk a bit about your roles as well, that what you've done. So both of you guys are friends. So in fact, rather than me asking you about your roles, I'll ask Meera about Arjan. In fact, which role of his that you've liked best so far? He's come in so many movies, and he's come in. So he, of course, recently done a great hit series, State of Siege. If everyone has to know, please watch it. It's on Z5, and where he's acting as an NSG commando. So in fact, I'll jump. Meera, I'll come back to this. In fact, I had a question regarding your new series in Arjun. So you have a lot of action sequences in that movie. So did you, all your martial arts training, did it come in handy, or, do you have to do some special training for the role?
No, we did a special training. There was no martial arts involved as such. There was no hand combat in that film for me to kind of, make use of it. We did train. We did train a lot for that series because it was a factual series. It was not fictional. So we're talking about an incident which has just recently happened, and it's very fresh in everybody's memory. And most of the people know the details of it, but still most of the people did not know the side of the NSG. They just knew that Black Hat commandos came from Delhi and flew in from Delhi, and they killed the terrorists and they took over Taj, they took over Kabad House, they took over other places. But what exactly happened during that operation, which is called Operation Black Tornado, which is a book also on which the series is based. So what exactly are the details of that operation is the depiction in the series. But we had Colonel Sandeep Sen. Now, Colonel Sandeep Sen was the second in command of the unit which came from Delhi, the NSG unit. Technically, I'll explain a little bit so people are aware of it. It is called the 51 SAG, Special Action Group. The unit of NSG which came from Delhi for this coveted operation was called 51 SAG. Yeah. And 51 SAG was commanded by a commanding officer, Colonel Sunil Sharon. Colonel Sharon right now is a brigadier, and he's still serving in the Indian Army. Colonel Sharon was a commanding officer of the part I played in the series. We call him Colonel Kunal Sahota. And the second in command of his was Colonel Sandeep Sen. He was Lieutenant Colonel then. Yeah. He was the second in command, and Colonel Sandeep Sen later on retired, and now he's a practicing lawyer, and he was the one who came on our series as a consultant and a supervisor.
Okay.
And he trained us in everything possible, from how the commandos move, how the commandos talk, what kind of technical language is used, what kind of things you have on your uniform, and how during that time what all incidences took place which transpired into whatever has been depicted on the screen, to operating the weapons that NSG uses, how we operate those weapons. So all the training that you see, all the authenticity that you see in the series is because of Colonel Sandeep Sen's supervision. Obviously, the writing of the writers and our director Matthew Lutweiler, who's from Hollywood, and the producer and Z5. Producer is Abhimanyu Singh of Quantilo Pictures, and of course the whole team of Z5. So it's a collective effort, no doubt.
Collective effort.
But the collective effort could only be translated once the training and the supervision came from the NSG itself.
True. I mean,
so that's a lot of hard work we had to do.
Yeah.
That's a lot of training we went through, for sure.
And that shows, of course. So if you watch it, like it's about the 26/11 attacks, and if you watch it, it's a very interesting series to watch. I'm sure everyone's going to love it. And talking about web series, and even Meera's acting in one, and her new web series also coming out soon called Kamatipura, where she acts as a cop in. It's about a prostitute district, right? So Meera, maybe you can tell us more about the series.
Meera, you're playing a cop in that, or what?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't know?
अरे वाह!
तेरे को लगा मैं prostitute play कर रही हूँ, है ना कुछ से?
Meera, did you speak?
मुझे लगा मेरे को नहीं पता
No,
क्या
but
बोलेगा.
okay,
क्यों ऐसे
he's
कर रही है?
not the-
prostitute play कर रही है, बताओ.
This is not the
Like
first
a
reaction.
yeah.
He's not the one. I've got this reaction from a lot of people. They're like, "Oh my God, you're playing a cop?" I'm like, "Yeah, why can't I play a cop?"
नहीं मतलब cop uniform. I'm not able to imagine how you look in a cop uniform.
Okay, let me tell you, I'll be the hottest looking cop in Bollywood.
No, that is
this
this.
comes out.
That's why I'm asking for a picture. के photo भेज cop uniform.
Yeah, we need to see it.
So Kamatipura is a red light. It's the biggest red light district in Maharashtra. In fact, it's in Bombay, and I'm playing a cop, and prostitution is illegal in India. But the irony is we have the biggest red light districts in our country, and it's all happening and running very smoothly. Besides the fact that it's illegal,
It's
so
Maharashtra.
so the whole series is about how girls are gotten into this business, and when they oppose it, how they are murdered, and they are just they disappear in no time. So I'm playing a cop, and I'm cracking all the cases when girls are disappeared. So it's a very interesting series, again based on true stories of Kamatipura district itself. And I think prostitution is something now, on web, when we are talking about everything possible, because I think the youth is ready to watch stuff which has been taboo since all these years.
True.
So
That's why
prostitution is one thing we should really talk about.
Yeah. And that's why I'm finding it so interesting. There's so many new things that are coming out, new series. They've taken very unconventional angles of. So you won't see many more of the old time commercial hit movies, like those rom-coms with just happy-go-lucky, we're just showing a family.
Houseful types.
Houseful types.
No, see what happens is, Sakshi, why we're getting to see this kind of content on web is because there's no censorship on web.
True.
So many times the stories which are not which are not going to pass the censor in terms of cinema.
Yeah.
People are saying those stories and sometimes what happens is the stories need to be told in a more long format. You can't just show it in 2.5 hours. Like, let's say for our series also, I kept asking Z5, I said, why don't we, we've shot it, why don't we edit it and make it into a 2-hour film and release it? Well, it can't be possible because the kind of detailing we have to show about this incidents will not be easy to show in 2.5 hours or 2 hours. So similarly, web is allowing you to kind of show stories which need elaboration to be told to public. And of course, when you don't have a censorship, you can really go, into certain areas which could be, like Meera said, could be a taboo or not be watchable in terms of people ready to watch it on screen.
I think it's a great platform, and I think it's the platform for the future also, especially because of COVID situation. I think a lot more content will be coming on web, at least for the near future. And talking about COVID, has any of your future projects been impacted by it?
Yeah, I mean, I was talking about a few films, and I was talking about a few web series also, which were on the brink of kind of starting up. And everything has been put on hold right now. Today, the whole day, I have been on phones trying to kind of set a few things right in terms of work scenario. So we hope that the lockdown after the 31st kind of eases out, and we get to know a way forward of how shoots are going to happen and how the work scenario is going to open up, because ultimately we have to. You know what I mean?
It'll be
You can't be locked down at home.
right?
You can't be sitting at home anymore.
Yeah.
In terms of the work sphere.
Yeah, I have a great idea. We can do a Zoom web series like this. We can do like
everybody's acting their own thing in their room.
In fact, on that note, I have a small acting exercise for you guys as well. But I am so this exercise is basically prepared so that your acting skills don't go rusty since you're in quarantine. So I just wanted to. So I'm going to be giving both of them a couple of lines. I'm sending them to my message. And so Arjun, you will be getting a nursery rhyme, and you have to say the nursery rhyme in an angry tone. So you can say it like, how Arnab Goswami is, of course. Any sort of angry tone that you want to.
तो नर्सरी राइम क्यों बोलूं? फिर मैं गाना बोलता हूँ ना उस भाषा में, उस तरह की टोन में. Let me say कबीर सिंह song.
हाँ, done.
तो viewers, बेख्याली में भी
I was about to say that. बेख्याली.
क्यों बिछड़ना है जरूरी? एक सेकंड, ये सवाल आए and the nation wants to know. ये सवाल क्यों आया?
Great. It's gonna. I'll screenshot this and I'll take a clip of this and I'll make it viral. Meera, now it's your turn. So you have to do a couple of lines in a sexy tone. So yeah.
अरे do the sexy cop that you're playing, no?
हाँ, sexy cop.
ये मारेगी मुझे बाद में.
I think your fans would love this.
यार sexy cop का मैं रोल कैसे मतलब कुछ lines देना.
Lines मुझे क्या पता तुमने क्या बोला?
मुझे नहीं, साक्षी मुझे lines देगी. I'm an actor. I need to be directed.
Do you want to do a nursery rhyme? Twinkle, twinkle, little star. That's all I can. That's sexy way.
Yeah, okay, I want to see this really.
Okay, control Arjun. Don't fall in love.
Cop का डंडा तेरे हाथ में वैसे ही.
Don't fall in love. या तो control your sexual desires when I start doing this. Okay. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky.
Oh वाह इतने दिल तोड़े. Arjun, how did you like?
ये मुझे पता क्या लगा?
बहुत बुरा था.
नहीं exactly बहुत बुरा था.
भूतनी लग रही थी ना.
भूतनी तो नहीं लग रही थी, but ये ऐसा लगा कि इसने ट्विंकल ट्विंकल लिटिल सा सेक्सी तरीके से नहीं, ट्विंकल ट्विंकल को शेरो शायरी में बोल दिया है. This sounded more like शेरो शायरी, man.
मुझे ये जरूर लगा कि हाँ कहीं बीच में मीरा got confused. She's like twinkle twinkle. Then she was like,
वही मैं बोल रहा हूँ, उसको पता नहीं चल रहा था कि मैं
बड़ा शौक है हमेशा तो
मैं सेक्सी कर रही हूँ. मैं am I a kid now? Am I doing a nursery rhyme? Oh shit, I was a cop, so I have to do it.
Shut up, assholes.
Meera, you can definitely come in a Ekta Kapoor series next or something. We can give you like a proper vampish type.
मेरे को बहुत ऑफर होती है लेकिन मैं मना कर देती हूँ.
Perfect. So I was saying that you guys have so many rumors going around. There's so many just random rumors. So what is the craziest rumor that you've heard about yourself?
Me?
Arjun, yeah.
A lot of people a lot of women I know who have gotten upset with me thinking I'm married. I'm not married, yeah.
Yeah, actually,
Meera, am I married?
That's what I read online. That you're married.
Yeah. Tell me, am I married, Meera?
यार तूने शादी नहीं करी, शादी में जो होता है वो सब कर लिया बहुत बार.
ये देखो वो जोक भी है ना, आपकी शादी वगैरह नहीं हुई, बोले शादी तो नहीं हुई वगैरह बहुत बार हो गया.
तो इसीलिए शायद वगैरह बहुत बार हो गया ना, तो लोग समझते हैं तू शादीशुदा है.
But yeah, that's a rumor. So yeah.
Okay, well that's good to know. So everyone out there, Arjun is still single, huh? So everyone, yes. So like I'll let everyone know to like message you.
Arjun is still single.
Yeah, he's still single. What are you doing?
Sakshi, you're single too, right?
Yeah, of course. Arjan, when are you coming to Delhi? Let me know.
Lockdown के बाद.
Bas
By
done.
the way, I wanted to ask: are they quarantining in Delhi once you land there, or what?
No, not in Delhi.
I don't think so. I think only international flights. Yeah.
No, because that's what I heard. I wanted to come to Delhi after the first, but they said before you leave from Bombay, they put a stamp on your hand which says home quarantine or whatever, and then you land in Delhi, and then they send you to a quarantine place. Is that true?
Not in Delhi, Arjun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Then I'll come soon.
awesome.
Sakshi,
Yes.
I'll be there.
Great.
So let me just do a matchmaking right here. Arjun and Sakshi both need to meet each other.
Done. It's already set. Whenever he's coming now. Yeah. If you're
Meera from Cop
Sakshi,
playing a
your
Cupid.
mom will definitely give me blessings.
That's what I'm saying. Now Meera is from a cop. She's playing a Cupid also, yeah?
She's playing Cupid also. She's playing so many roles together. And Meera, what is your relationship status? What's happening with you?
I am dating somebody. It's
Okay.
yeah, but I'm just dating somebody. और क्या बोलूं इससे ज़्यादा?
It's complicated. Bhai, we need more details. I don't think people will be just happy knowing that you're dating.
I'm really in love. I'm dating, but I can date more.
Okay, so
My boyfriend lives in America, so I'm open to dating in India.
So fine. Then now everyone knows that we have more. We have still an option, like if you want to date. So Meera, you can reach out. Meera, I'll be in Africa, so you'll find some more people.
Please.
Yeah. Done. And okay, now so let's get to the rapid fire. Like that's the fun part of our segment. And so Arjun, if you would like to start first.
Okay.
Super candid answers, no diplomatic answers allowed, and there's no hamper in this. But fine, you get to anyways meet me. I think
नहीं हमें hamper चाहिए मुझे
नहीं हाँ नहीं hamper के बिना नहीं
ज़्यादा मुझे क्या मिलेगा?
you also get to meet.
hamper चाहिए ना बिल्कुल चाहिए यार.
So next time, whenever you guys are there, and whenever I meet you, I'll give it to you hamper in person.
Okay, great, sounds good.
Perfect. So the first thing.
उसमें एक सेकंड उसमें दिवाली की चॉकलेट नहीं चाहिए हैम्पर में बाय द वे. बोले ये लो तुम्हारा हैम्पर क्या है कैडबरीज की चॉकलेट वो नहीं चाहिए हैम्पर में. हैम्पर होना चाहिए अच्छा.
True.
So let me know what you want.
No chocolate, cookies and chips.
I know chocolate, coffee, cookie, chips, pasta, raw pasta के पैकेट होते हैं हैम्पर में नहीं चाहिए. होता है ना पास्ता के पैकेट होते हैं इम्पोर्टेड कुकीज होते हैं उसके बाद में क्या होता है और कॉफी होती है और कुछ छोटा सा कुछ शो पीस टाइप भी होता है. नहीं कुछ नहीं ऐसा चाहिए प्लीज.
तो साक्षी हमने क्लियर कर दिया हमें क्या क्या नहीं चाहिए.
हाँ क्या क्या नहीं चाहिए वो तो पता है अब.
Why aren't both of us wearing a watch? Oh okay हैम्पर में आने वाली है.
Oh are you wearing a watch?
शुरू हो गया ना.
Fine. I've got enough hints now. I know what you guys want.
Yup. Just kidding. Anyway, go ahead.
So let's win also now. So let's see first. Okay, so Arjun, first question. The meanest thing a troll has said about you.
Meanest thing. यार mean things तो नहीं आती. कुछ trollers होते हैं जो बदतमीज होते हैं वो गाली वाले निकाल देते हैं जो I think they have the sick mind, so it comes through their mouth. That's all. Mean things, I don't think people say.
Okay. If you were a fly on the wall, whose wall would you like to sit on?
Sorry.
If you were a fly on the wall, whose
on the wall?
Yeah, whose wall would you like to sit on?
I wouldn't want to sit on a wall. If I was fly, I would sit on somebody.
To sit on the bed. Sit on the bed. But whose bed?
नहीं बताऊंगा. If I'm going to sit on somebody, why should I say?
एक नाम होगा नाम बताएगा ना आपको 10
अरे भाई
कैसे
एक सेकंड. Would you like to kiss and tell? I don't want to.
You can sit on anyone's bed. You can sit on Angelina Jolie's bed. I mean anyone's.
But then why be a fly if I have to only?
Okay, then I'd be in person. Be in person there. If you had to be like in person there.
Now you are making me think a lot, Sakshi, which is not good.
Fine. You're very good at deflecting our questions. So a real life character you would like to play?
Real life character I would like to play. you know, from the recent times, considering I fly I fly for a hobby. You can see my beautiful poster behind. It has all the modern warplanes. So I want to play a fighter pilot. I want to play an Indian Air Force fighter pilot since I know how to fly a little bit. I think recently there was obviously, I don't know, there's nothing announced yet. Pulwama attack, Abhinandan Varthaman, what a hero. I want to play him for sure.
Good answer. And your most annoying habit?
My most annoying habit, I'm a big OCD. I'm very, very cleanliness freak to a point of losing my top completely if I see things not organized around me. A huge OCD.
Oh. Then we will not be able to work. I'm very unorganized.
Sorry?
I'm saying I'm very unorganized that way.
Oh, okay.
कोई बात नहीं वो झेल लेगा.
I was waiting for Meera to say something.
And I think I already know the answer to this. If not an actor, what would you be doing?
I would definitely be flying. I love flying. It's absolutely a passion for me. It's like flying was my first love, so you could say. So yes, definitely.
Yeah, you were planning to get a license as well.
Yes, I am. But ye COVID to hote pehle yaar.
True. And in fact, I also thought maybe you might like to enter politics because your father was a deputy mayor of Delhi.
Depends upon how, when, who, where, what, why. Not a straight up plan that I want to do this like that.
Okay.
Depends.
But it's still there in the pipeline.
Yeah, but I do have a keen interest in politics. I'm not somebody who doesn't really care about ठीक है यार चल रहा है जो चल रहा है. I don't have very hard, rigid, strong opinions about people because everybody's got their own mindset. Everybody's got their own point of view, and everybody thinks very differently. You can't have everything in the same basket. But definitely, I do keep a track of everything.
Chalo, good. BJP is waiting for you whenever you are ready to sign on.
Let's see who's waiting.
Great round of answers. Actually, okay round of answers. You were very diplomatic. I am
बेकार बिल्कुल बेकार.
अच्छा, let's see ये क्या बोलती है.
Meera, let's see now. Your turn. So, if one day you were to wake up as a male actor, who would you be?
In a way, you're asking me which male actor I would like to be if given a chance. Shah Rukh Khan.
Shah Rukh Khan? What will you do as soon as you wake up?
Yaar, I love him.
Depends where. It actually depends where you wake up.
वो मेरा एक लौता इंडस्ट्री का प्यार है.
चलो ठीक है. And then stupidest rumor you have heard about yourself.
I've not heard any rumor, honestly. मेरे बारे में सारी सच्ची
सच्चाई
सब सच
जो बोलते हैं सच बोलते हैं मेरे बारे में. rumor नहीं होता.
क्या वाह. One thing you still have to ask your mom's permission on.
Nothing.
Okay.
ना,
Great.
मैं बहुत बिगड़ी लड़की हूँ. मैं सब कुछ अपने उस पे करती हूँ.
तो शादी की भी परमिशन नहीं चाहिए होगी तो
नहीं, मम्मा तो कहती है तू बस कर ले, जैसे भी कर ले कर ले.
चलो let's hope we get some good news soon. Who needs to style better?
Who needs to
style better? Style in the industry. Who needs to style?
In the industry, I think Urvashi.
Okay, she doesn't have good style.
Oh, she's very bad. She copies Scandal every time.
Acha.
It's terrible.
Your biggest fear?
My biggest fear is losing my loved ones.
And
That's
I think
it.
Yeah, definitely.
Otherwise, I'm not somebody who's scared of things.
So that's good, and I think like you guys have very less things to be said about. But last but not the least, one guy who you think needs to hit the gym.
What is it?
One actor you think needs to hit the gym. Can we?
Arjan Kapoor.
Obvious, but I think he's already got Malaika. He doesn't need to hit the gym. He's already
No, all the more reason he needs to hit the gym. All the more reasons, I'm telling you. She's such a super hot babe. So, thoda competition.
True. Well, okay, I accept this answer and I like Meera's answer better. So, Meera, you definitely get the hamper. Congratulations.
देखो ऐसा है हैम्पर की बात अच्छे हैम्पर की बात मैंने शुरू की थी मीरा, तो आधा बांट लेना, इसलिए वो सब चीजें रख लेना पहले।
मैं तेरे को साक्षी दे रही हूँ,
दिवाली हैम्पर
पर मुझे देने दे।
नहीं, साक्षी मान के हैम्पर ले लेना।
Good answer. Now you're showing your real talent, Arjun. We were waiting for this in the rapid fire round. But anyways, like, you know, so just talking about the current situation. So I know what Arjun has been doing. Meera, how have you been keeping busy?
You know, I'm in Delhi with my family. I don't get to spend much time here because I'm mostly in Bombay. So I'm not doing much. I'm cooking. I'm being with my nieces. I'm being with my family. And I'm watching lots and lots and lots of TV. I saw his show during the lockdown. Like, our whole family sat down and saw that show. So that's what is happening these days. A lot of shows, a lot of family time.
And TikTok also, I think, right? So much is coming.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, TikTok.
My small niece, she's just 6, but she made me make her Instagram account. She follows, how many followers have increased every day, and she forces me to make TikTok videos so that her followers increases. And she's just 6.
She's very smart already. Yeah, she's good use of your, good use of the time you were in Delhi. But
yeah,
that's great. That's great. You know, so of course, I think like you guys have such amazing bodies. You guys fit so well. So, you know, what's like the one tip that you want to leave the viewers with, you know, on how to stay fit, whether it's diet, exercise?
One tip on what?
About how to stay fit.
How to stay fit
during this quarantine. So, you know, what you can do, whether it be
not
diet.
only during this quarantine. I think it's very important for everybody to work out, everybody to exercise. And exercise does not really mean that you go to the gym and you try and make your biceps and shoulders and chest. That's not exercise. That's sculpting your body. Exercise primarily means get your heart rate up, do something that is going to move your body, move your muscles, increase your heart rate, you know, pump up your heart.
Yeah.
Like do all the activities that is going to do that. And of course, we all can simply say control your diet, but koi bhi control nahi kar pata diet. But
I know.
What's your guilty pleasure?
I would say don't.
I 100% agree.
But Sakshi, I should be asking this question to you because you're a nutritionist. You should tell whoever is watching us that what everybody should do during this lockdown.
Yeah. I think the same as what Arjun just said. Eat smart. Be very careful about what you eat. And I am in fact a big foodie, so I can't control what I eat.
ये लो भाई, इसके पास तो कभी नहीं जाना चाहिए nutritionist.
ये nutritionist है. मत बोल ये बातें.
बैंड बजाने की और सबका बोले सब खाओ, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता.
No, but
I'm also a foodie. Look at me. Nothing happened. You also eat.
But yeah, I think exercise will cover part of it. So if you exercise hard enough, you know, you should be able to.
And plus, I think that it depends on everybody's body type.
Yeah.
Like if you ask me during this quarantine, I'm not putting on weight, I'm losing weight. Why am I losing weight? Because my body type is I shrink. I shrink if I don't do weight training. So I have to keep weight training to keep myself a little bulked up. True. And if I stop weight training, I start shrinking. All my clothes, denims, everything will become loose. So it depends upon everybody's body type also. You can't really put in one format as to what one should do. You know, it depends upon, you have to learn what your body reacts to, how it reacts to working out, how it reacts to food, and then probably form a routine of doing things.
Yeah, exactly. I think consistency is the most important thing. You have to do it every day, in and out. So it can't be just a one-day exercise. You have to follow whatever you're doing. And so that's great. So I'm so happy that I got to speak to both of you. And, you know, it was such an interesting conversation and we've had, and I'm definitely connecting with both of you offline and meeting in Delhi soon. So thank you so much, guys, for coming. It was a
pleasure.
Thank you, Sakshi. It was fun. Please send us the link of the show.
Yes. It's there on both of your Facebook pages, and I'll be sending you the complete video on YouTube also. Yeah.
Cool.
Great. See you guys. Bye.
Bye, guys. Arjun, when are you coming?
depends when the lockdown is lifted and the flights are resuming and there is no quarantine. That's the most important thing.
Okay. Cool.
But yeah, soon.
Chalo,
See you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.